Our words today are candle, raffle, shuffle, sniffle, ankle, rifle, sparkle, sprinkle, axle and muscle. You can see all of these words end in LE for the OOL sound, so you could go through and highlight all of that. And if we have a look at the letter that comes before the LE, it's a stop consonant. So we know if we have a stop consonant before an OOL, we put LE. So go through in a different colour and highlight those stop consonants. So F isn't a stop consonant, it's a fricative. So a fricative means that it's said with friction. And if a letter is said with friction, it also is followed by LE. So you'd have all these ones with F. K is a K is a stop consonant, F is a fricative, K is a stop consonant, axle, a muscle. So you've got the there. That one's a bit of a tricky one there because we've got the C saying K before an LE, but in this actual one, it's not making the K sound. So you just don't get tricked by that one. It's quite hard. Okay, now anything else that we need to look at in these words? Yes, there's a couple of things that we also need to be aware of. So let's pull out another colour and we'll do, so you know to use a C before an A for the K sound. We've got double consonants here because we've got short vowel sounds. I think that you've got an R controlled vowel there, and pretty much that's all that we have to highlight as well. Now let's go back and talk about what these words mean. A candle is something we burn to give light, and usually they have a nice smell too. A raffle is where you buy a chance to win a prize. A shuffle, you could shuffle cards where you mix them all up to play a game, or it can also mean when you're walking without really lifting your feet very high. A sniffle is when you need to blow your nose. You might have a bit of a runny nose. The ankle is the joint between the leg and the foot. It's this part in the middle. A rifle could be a gun, but it's also when you quickly search through something to try and find something specific. A sparkle is to shine. Sprinkle is a light scattering. An axle is a shaft which wheels are joined to, and it helps them to rotate, makes them rotate so that the car moves along the road. And a muscle helps our bodies to move. In these words we have the LE ending on each of them, so we know that the letter before the LE must be a stop consonant, which means it stops as soon as you say it. So F is a fricative, and we've got a little message over here. F is a fricative, which means it's said with friction. So when you say F, you can feel friction with your teeth on your lip. And so whenever we have a fricative before an OOL, we always add LE, just the same if we have a stop consonant. So our words are candle. Now when you're splitting these words, you're always going to split them. Let me get a better colour. So that the consonant sticks to the LE. So you're going to have between those that double F, and the K will stick to the LE, the F will stick to the LE, the K will stick. So it's forming a syllable on the end of those last three letters will form its own syllables. So the consonant sticks to that LE. Now, if you go back, you'll see then sparkle, you've got a long R sound. If you have a vowel with any R, it's going to make a long vowel sound. So that's what's going to happen there. The only reason this E is tacked on to the end of this syllable with two consonants, because the rule is in English words, every syllable must have a vowel. So that's the reasoning behind that. So our words are candle, raffle, shuffle, sniffle, ankle, rifle, sparkle, sprinkle, axle, muscle. Now all you have to do here is finish the words by adding the LE. You have to rewrite the words here and then join the word to its meaning. You might like to use different coloured pencils there to make that easier to mark. Now down the bottom, fill in the gap with the list word, so you've got to use the words above to fill in these gaps. And down the bottom we've got a couple of homophones here, so you've got to write the correct word. Now muscles here is different to this muscles. They sound the same but they mean different things. This mussels is the small seafood you would find inside a shell that you can eat, and this mussel is what keeps your bones and working together, and we use our muscles to help move out the different parts of our body. In each of these words you've got a stop consonant or a fricative before the l sound, so that's why we're using LE after that stop consonant or fricative. So we're going to highlight back those letters, those consonants, as we move through reading the word. So we've got candle, raffle, shuffle, sniffle, ankle, rifle, sparkle, sprinkle, axle, muscle. And then if you get another pencil or whatever you want to use, and we're going to break these words into their syllables. So the consonant will always stick, only one consonant will stick with the LE in each of those. So these ones with double letters or two consonants, you're going to split them between the two consonants. These ones with the long vowel sound you do after the long vowel sound. Okay. Now in the next section you have to write the word, the list word, to match the antonym or synonym. So we've given you either an antonym or a synonym. You'll have to work out which one it is. So if it's an antonym, it means the opposite. If it's a synonym, it means the same as. Down here in this verb families, you know the pattern. It's base word, adding the S, adding the ing, adding the ed. Idioms down here, you have to finish the saying and write the meaning, so you can work out what the missing list word is for each of those idioms, and then simply write down what it means. Down the bottom you have to write the new words, so you've got sprinkler, muscular and candelabra. So see if you can take away some letters, add others to make those words here. This is a proofreading exercise, and you have to read through the passage and put in any missing full stops, and then of course go through and add in any capital letters that are missing. You have to identify 2 mistakes in each line, 2 words that are spelt incorrectly, and then write them correctly on the lines beside that sentence.